Curtis Martin, New York Jets, one of the greatest running backs of all time, the Creed 2 Premiere CBS Radio. What are you looking forward to most about the film, man?
You know, I've always, I followed the Rocky films and I followed the last Creed film, so, I think Michael B. Jordan's an amazing actor also, so I'm just looking forward to seeing the show.
And having a different vibe, what do you think about having it at the premiere here in New York City? You played here for all of those years, so what do you think about the energy?
Well, you can't beat New York. There's no place like New York. I know a lot of people think LA, but, I'm a big fan of New York, and I'll be here for life.
I can dig it. Now, we've seen the transformation that he had to go through fitness-wise. You've been retired for quite some time now. What about the dedication for anybody who wants to get in the gym? I don't care if it's boxing. How do you stay encouraged to keep in shape?
Well, for me, it's just, I think it's more habit, and that's what I do now. I box. That's all I do is box.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but you see a lot of football players, especially running backs. You guys take a pounding. Dudes fall off, but...
Yeah. Well, it's about what you want, and I don't want to get all fat and, sloppy and everything, so, I make sure I take care of myself.
What's your impression of Sam Darnold?
I think he's a great quarterback. At the end of the day, I think that he's going to be one of the premier quarterbacks in the NFL. It might not be this year, might not be next year, hopefully next year, but in the years to come, he's going to be one of the good ones.
That's New York City.
That's New York! This is JR Sports Brief with CBS Sports Radio's Outside the Cage. We're joined by the great, legendary Roy Jones Jr. Roy, how you doing, man?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Did you see the first film, and are you excited for the second film?
I didn't really see the first film, but I'm very excited for the second film.
Appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it real with you, I don't watch a lot of TV, so I'm glad I got the opportunity to come here and see it at the premiere before it comes out, because when it comes out, I won't be in front of a TV. But, it's like so many wonderful people involved, such a great story, such a long history with the Rocky movies and now the Creed, so it's like, to be a part of it in any way is a beautiful thing. So I did not watch it intentionally. I just don't watch a lot of TV. So.
No problem, man. I was literally wikiing this on the subway before I got here. I didn't want to sound stupid. You're a busy man. I know you're always doing things. Is it unfortunate? Can we put the stamp on it that you're done fighting? The fight was on UFC Fight Pass, your last boxing match. Is there anything in the works?
Well, we're still talking to UFC Fight Pass about possibly doing a marriage with them and my company. And if we do, they're going to want to launch a pay-per-view situation. So in launching a pay-per-view situation, there's a lot of things that could possibly happen. I'm still in good shape. I'm not really old and rusted. It was really only because of the HBO situation that I had to retire. So I don't know. You never know.
Awesome. And my final thing, who's your favorite MMA star to watch nowadays?
Nowadays?
Because I remember you said Anderson when you joined me. He's out of the game for a little.
He was my man for a long time. He was my favorite. Now, I kind of like to watch John Jones, because John Jones is he's Jones for one, so, come on. What can you say,
Roy, thank you for joining me. We both got to do our homework and watch Creed 1.
There it is.
This is JR Sports Brief in association with CBS Sports Radio's Outside the Cage. We're being joined on the Creed 2 black carpet with Danny Jacobs. How you doing, Danny?
All is well, brother. Good to be here. Good to be at this event. Love supporting boxing and boxing movies.
Awesome. I'm not going to lie, man. I'm a big MMA guy getting into the boxing game. What do you think about that BS with Triple G and Canelo, man? Are they going to sort it out? Because I saw at the Garden fight, you're versus Triple G. Dude, you knocked him down a couple of times. I thought you won that fight on the cards.
Well, thank you. I thought I won the cards as well, but we never know what's going to happen in the sport of boxing. Boxing is so unpredictable. That's why it's such an amazing sport. That's why I'm glad to be here at this event, because this event is going to show just how amazing boxing is in a theatric form. So boxing all the way. Boxing all the way. I know you're an MMA guy, but boxing all the way.
You ever check the actors? Like, dude, I would really fuck you up if we were in the street.
I mean, no, you know what it is too. Boxers, most boxers are very humble, and it's like once you know how to fight, you don't want to fight outside in the streets, because once you know you can do damage, it's no point in doing so. So I think we don't even think that way.
Great. What's next for you?
Well, what's next for me right now? Just enjoying this championship that I just won in my last fight.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're going to see what's ready for the near future, but hopefully around Cinco de Mayo we'll be having the next bout, and it should be an exciting one. So looking forward to announcing that soon.
Nice. You getting on that Mayweather spring-fall type of
Yeah,
scheme?
exactly. And it's such a privilege to be at this level now. I mean, most guys fight 3, 4, 5 times a year, and the stress on the body.
Oh, yeah.
At this level, you know, you always want to make sure that you can have significant fights, but still give your body time to rest. So enjoying myself at times like this is me resting and just enjoying life.
Great stuff. My final thing, December 1st, who you got, Fury or Wilder?
Wow, good fight. I got Wilder. Love Wilder, love his style. He's one of those heavyweight boxers that at any point in the fight, he can end the fight, you know, with just that one straight right hand or left hook. But Fury's a big guy. He's the biggest guy Deontay's ever fought. So it should be interesting to see Deontay adjust and get the victory. But I'm sure he'll definitely get the victory.
Great stuff, Danny. Thank you, man.
Thank you very much.
So we're here with my main man Ludwig, who composed this entire film, man. What was the process like to compose something where people are beating the hell out of each other?
You know, it's a lot of fun to sit there and not having to be in the ring, but having to be able to write the music for them. But it's also really difficult because there's, you know, the action is so fast. You know, 1 second Drago's winning the fight, 1 second, you know, Adonis putting like a right hook. So like, how do you get the music to, you know, to portray that as well? So that was a challenge.
How long did it take to actually put the whole thing together? When you got the edit and you went through everything, how long did that take?
Well, it takes a lot of time because like I read the script, I talk to Steven Capel, you know, we have early discussions, talk about what he wants, what he's looking for in the film and what he's looking for in the music. So there's a lot, it took about maybe 6 months or five months.
Well, listen, man, at CBS Radio, you know we're all about noise, so we're looking forward to everything.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to seeing what you put together.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Ludwig. All the best, brother.
Kick Hans Zimmer's ass. We're on the Creed 2 red carpet. I'm Mike Feldman with JR Sports Brief in association with CBS Sports Radio's Outside the Cage. We're joined by Bud, Terrence Crawford. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
Not going to lie, I'm a big MMA guy. Who's your favorite MMA star?
Mirsad Bekti. Mirsad Bekti.
Is that the Polish dude?
No, it's Nebraskan dude.
Okay, and any chance you fight Thurman or Vasily Lomachenko next?
Lomachenko too small and Thurman in the future.
Does Floyd have any chance in MMA if he makes the crossover?
I don't know.
Come on, your professional opinion.
We'll have to see.
Any chance you start kicking or wrestling?
Who, me? I used to wrestle.
High school?
No, middle school, but my son wrestle now. It's over with for me.
My last thing, what's the key to a good diet and getting a 12-pack like you got?
Work.
What's the key to it?
Work. Work and nutrition.
Oh, I think you said word. I was like, all right, that's it.
Work. Work and nutrition.
Terrence, enjoy the movie.
Thank you.
CBS Sports Radio, Chair Hodari Coker. How are you, my man?
I'm good, man. I'm just bugging out. I mean, it's like, you got to remember, like 30 years ago, I went to a triple feature, Rocky 1, 2, and 3. And now to be a writer on this is bugging me out. Like, I just cannot believe I'm here.
Now, this is, people don't know this about me. They may not know it about you. I interned at Vibe a long time ago. You were over at Vibe magazine. I'm not going to say you were there a long time ago.
Well, I was. I mean, but that we were all a part of hip hop history. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm known as a journalist as one of the people that got close to Notorious B.I.G. and was lucky enough not only to write a book about him, but also to write the movie Notorious, or co-write the movie Notorious with Reggie Rock Bythewood.
So for people that are out there, obviously media has changed, whether it's digital or written, things continue to move on. What advice would you have for someone who's a writer who aspires to be in the spot that you put yourself in?
It doesn't matter where you get in, it's that you stay in the room. So if you're a journalist, aspire to what you want to do in terms of the kind of writing you want to do. If it's as a screenwriter, like I didn't start off here, and hopefully this isn't where I'm going to stay. Hopefully I'm going to eventually direct. But what I'm saying is that maximize your opportunities and never give up.
Tessa Thompson's character is such a strong female lead in this film. Can you talk about the resilience and brilliance of black women?
Oh man, she's amazing. The black women in general. I mean, my mom's beautiful, brilliant. She raised me. Black women is like amazing. Like I love them to death. What's not to say about them?
Perfect. And Thanksgiving's coming up. You live with your mama. I know you were looking forward to it. What does she have prepared for Thanksgiving dinner?
I'm not sure exactly. I'm actually leaving on Thanksgiving Day to go sell this movie and go promote this movie overseas. But we're going to have a Thanksgiving Day brunch. I'm not sure what she's going to cook. I think I'm going to cook for her this year.
Michael, thank you for joining us. Could you describe real quick your training regimen for this movie?
Oh man, that's intense, man. Honestly, like boxing, swimming, lifting weights, eating right, being in the gym, 2-3 times a day. Do that consistently 6 days a week for however long I can, and we got what we got. Thanks,
You
bro.
screened in Newark. What does it mean to have the screening in Newark, man?
Amazing, bro. New Jersey is where I come from. I mean, that's my home, my hometown. So to be able to give my people like my movie that I made, it means the world to me.
This is Ike Feldman with CBS Sports Radio's Outside the Cage, and we're joined in association. Thank you for bringing me JR from Sports Brief. JR, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm glad that you could come out. Anytime people are whooping ass, I like to be on the scene, and I know you like people getting beat up, so I had to bring Ike with me.
I appreciate that, man. Now, this isn't your first red carpet or black carpet, but how is this different from the other ones? And do you get the sense that we really have a New York type of red carpet?
Absolutely. I mean, it's grit. We had the fire engines going by. There's nothing about there's nobody out here. It's Hollywood right now. We got to keep it simple. That's New York City. We keep it shiny, simple, classy, and gritty.
A lot of fighters, athletes, and actors. This is my first combination of them. They didn't snob us. We got a couple minutes with Michael B. Jordan, or maybe 1 minute. But how does this compare to other actors coming up to you? Because they seem pretty modest and pretty humble.
You know what? They're selling, okay? And that's the first thing. The key to selling is to actually go out and sell and not be an asshole. The second part is fighters are chill. I tell you that. We had B-Hop come by. We had Roy. These are legends. If we put them in a fight arena, these guys would get mobbed. But they are respectable, normal-ass people. Those are my guys.
Have you seen Creed 1? Unlike Roy Jones Jr. and myself, we did not see Creed 1. Have you seen Creed 1, and what can you expect from the second film?
I watched a little bit of it. I'm gonna tell you. Now, I'm not gonna tell you how I watched a little bit of it, but I watched it, and I'm eagerly anticipating the second one.
Great. Thank you, JR from Sports Brief. Ike Feldman from CBS Sports Radio's Outside the Cage.
Beating people up. Yeah, I'll jack you up. Yeah,
Perfect.